Welcome to the Embrace Strength podcast. I'm your host, Ashley Crocker. I am an experienced trainer and active life professional. I work with people who are struggling with nagging pain to get back to the activities they love without fear of re-injury. This podcast is here to educate and provide value to you on all things health, fitness, staying active, and personal development. Let's dive in. Hello. Welcome to today's podcast episode. I'm going to be honest that this episode is going to be pretty off the cuff, but a conversation that I had the other day kind of sparked this idea, and I'm like, I think this could be a good podcast episode, but I'm going to kind of chat through, is AI going to replace online coaching? And my opinion on that. So my opinion on this is that if you are an excellent coach, the answer is no. There's no way that AI can replace an excellent professional coach. Do I think that there are mediocre coaches out there who provide a mediocre service? And I think you do have to worry about AI replacing you. So I think it depends on the type of coach you are, the service you provide to your clients, and what you actually do with your clients. I think that's going to depend on whether or not you are replaceable by AI. And I'm going to be speaking from the perspective of I consider myself a professional coach. I've been doing this for 12 years. I've invested over $50,000 in continuing education to be good at my craft. But a lot of coaches out there can't say the same thing, and they maybe only have the basic certification. And so obviously there's differences there. Okay. There's also differences with the amount of people that I have coached, the number of people I have coached. Experience is always going to make you better at your craft, and the types of people that you have worked with and things like that. So I'm also speaking from the perspective of I've literally coached thousands of humans at this point throughout my career. There are points where I've worked for online coaching companies where you have hundreds of clients, over 100 clients, and so you gain a lot of experience in a short amount of time. When you coach group fitness for years and years, you gain a lot of experience coaching certain types of people in a short amount of time. Okay. So I'm going to just talk a little bit about my coaching process and what it looks like to work with me. And how I don't think that AI can replace it. So basically I solve a high level problem for people. I solve the problem of, hey, you are coming back from an injury, you're very weak, you need to rebuild your strength from literally ground zero, right? You're not able to just go do a template programming on your own or go join a group fitness gym and be fine. You're not able to do that. And so you actually need a human assessing you, identifying your weak points, and putting together a program not only based on your body, but based on your life and what is realistic for you to be getting done, right? A lot of people can't work out for 1 hour 5 times a week, right? Maybe somebody is very limited on time and they can only do 3 times a week for 20 minutes. Great. I'll create your program with that in mind. There's so much nuance when I work with clients, because that's what people are paying for. They're paying for customization. They're paying for this to work for their life. They're paying for for it to be as custom as possible, right? And that right there, I don't think AI can replace, in terms of nuance and stuff like that. But not only with just getting started with the program, but when it comes to accountability every week, the ability to pivot, talking about behavior change, mindset strategies. A lot of what I talk about with clients is not necessarily just exercise or just food. We're also talking about mindset shifts, educating on whatever is relevant to them in their journey, whether that's like, how do I know when to stop or keep going when I experience discomfort, or like, this exercise isn't really working for me, like, can we shift to something else? That those in the moment or, changes that might need to be made or shifts. And then the ability to reflect back what the client is saying and like helping them figure out why they are dealing with a mindset block or why they are dealing with all or nothing thinking. It's your job as the coach to ask questions to help the client come to their own understanding of why they might be doing something, or troubleshooting. What do you think might help you, be more consistent with XYZ, or what might help you overcome this or do this, right? And there's just so many layers when it comes to really great coaching that there's no way technology can replace that. But I understand that not every coach operates like this, and a lot of coaches out there don't have as customized of a process. They might solve a more general problem, and there's nothing wrong with solving general problems, but you have to make sure that your coaching is top notch and different than someone just doing a app written by ChatGPT or a program written by them, or things like that. So anyways, that is my rant on this. I feel pretty complete with that, but I did want to share it because I think it's a good topic to think about, especially if you are like coaching as a career, as a profession. It has never been more important to differentiate yourself from, all the other coaches out there, from AI, all these different things. Like, I think that it's really valuable to be able to solve more for people than just write them workouts, right? So anyways, that's my blurb on this. Thank you for listening. If you want to connect on Instagram, I would love that. The link to my Instagram is in the show notes. And if you are new around here with the podcast, would love for you to subscribe so you don't miss an episode. And I will talk to you next time.